Well, here we go, Mike. Off on another adventure. Here we are at Gatwick. Off to, can never pronounce the word. Thessaloniki?
No, Thessaloniki.
Oh, right.
Or Salonika is the...
Well, here we are at the bus station, all very confusing. Well, Mike.
I'm hanging on for dear life.
And this is where the skipper sailed all along here, did he?
Yes, he did.
Well, the skipper's just come meet us at the coach, haven't you?
I have indeed, and you're on the Via Ignata, the Rome linking Rome with Constantinople.
Yeah, already getting a history lesson.
You're going to get a history lesson, I have no fear about that, you're going to get one.
Oh, we've been shopping, have we?
We have been shopping, Colin. You've got some beer, haven't you, Colin?
Oh, now. You do know I can edit this, don't you?
Gosh, it's so calm, you can actually see them. Oh, there they come. They're lazy, they've had their breakfast.
You usually find there's a couple swimming around the bow, Mike, right under the bow.
They're no longer there. They were. They come back again.
There's one away over to the left. Just jump through to the left.
Oh yes, right out there.
There's about half a dozen out here, is there?
There are about half a dozen, yeah.
Over half a dozen.
Oh, what was that? Oh, look there. One came straight up over there. He just went like that. Oh, there, look, he's very active, the one out there.
We've got one right beside us.
Yeah, I know, I'm looking at him too, but...
It's just down there. There are three of them just by the bow, just chasing the bow.
Oh, you can see them. There's two of them over there, far away, about 100 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's right down here.
Oh, hey!
They're chasing the bow. There they are. There's one from there.
Oh yes, right there. Yeah, right
A lot of snow up there, skipper.
With the roll. S-Y-N-C-R-E-T-I-Z-E-D. I never heard that before. Syncretized.
Synthesized,
Not syncretized,
yeah.
not synthesis,
Well, I put
syncretized.
them in synchron time and...
The Great Mother became Cybele, and while her consort Hermes
Sorry, the Great Mother became... Oh,
became Cybele, while her consort became Hermes, the messenger one.
Just changed their name.
Colin's on the side of
Off the bow.
Colin's doing a circular tour around the island here. Would you like something?
Keep going, Mike. Go on, Mike, you can do it.
Oh, just the shore itself.
1,500 metres, is it?
Right, we're now going to attack, are we?
Are you ready?
Mr. Helmsman.
Ready? Helms lead. Leo.
Not bad.
First attack of the season.
Well done.
First attack of the season.
Certainly my first attack of the season, St. Martin's.
So we're on a collision course, are we, Mr. Helmsman?
No, not now. He's
This is the one wonderful.
I assumed he was going to Alexandropolis, and so he would turn.
Well worked out, Mike. That's tremendous.
Are you being sarky?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm not being sarky at all. And one of volunteer. No warnings.
Low pressure from 08 over North Balkans and 1010 over North Italy. Remaining high pressure from 16 over coast of Africa. Part 3. Forecast up to 10 altitude of near the port. North Adriatic. Southeast 4 or 5. Slide.
We can know the next one to get round.
Southeast 4 or 5. Slide. South Adriatic. South-southeast 3 or 4.
Skipper's going to give a summary of the island we're just approaching.
No, I'm not.
Oh, what are you going? What is it?
Done that.
Is it? Are you done that? Have you?
You're
All
asleep.
Well, I'll
right.
do it
This
again
is-
if you ask me. That's the anchor chain thing. Harbour Jews.
So we've had the reading.
You've had the readings, but this is all about Gallipoli. This is about attacking
Why is it in
Gallipoli.
Hungarian? We're not going to
I
Hungary.
just happened to get a bit of paper that had it in Romanian, which is quite handy. That shows you all the naval. This is the naval attack into the Gallipoli Peninsula, which we're going to have a look at. And that's what we're heading for, Kanaki.
What's that boat there?
A map showing
You've
Izmir today.
You've enlarged it, haven't you?
Yeah. And then that's showing Izmir. That's showing Smyrna now in all the various places. And there's this
I was
article.
trying to read the Sultan's book. You get the maps, but they don't. You can't see
Yeah.
the names they make.
And he goes round the circle, then he closes the loop. These, under this net, there's a whole series of metal weights that go down. You've got the floats along the side. I mean, it probably goes down about 5 metres, possibly 10 metres. Probably about 10 metres deep, that net. And you can go around, all the way around. Now, and they pull it. Well, they then close it, as I say, but at night time, what they do is they put bright lights in the centre to attract the fish. Which is why they normally go out at night time to fish. In this case, he's obviously doing it in daylight. Well, I think he's just lucky that he dropped it where he did. I think we might. The birds are already anticipating.
Yes,
It's quite a big circle. It's
it
actually,
is.
Obviously, he knows his business. Just don't know how much net he's going to forward now. How big a circle. Well, I don't know. I'm just curious.
Too far away.
See, I presume the other little boat over there has nothing to do with him. So this guy's he's probably,
Unless he's keeping cave because the Coast Guard's coming along.
there's another boat over there fishing too. This guy's probably then going to transfer his net, the rope then to there, and then at how quickly they'll pull the net in or just leave it there. I mean, I presume he's hoping he's lassoed a whole bunch of fish. What depth? We're in 40 metres, so his nets are nowhere near the bottom. Now, can the fish? Now he's just about got all his nets out now. See, he's on rope now, so he's now got all the net out and closing up to the boat.
Run the boat down.
It's throwing it. It's through a.
He's thrown the ring or something, a rope up to the motorboat. The motorboat presumably will now back off.
And he'll probably join the ends, maybe. Put the ends together.
He's
The big boat, he's thrown that to the big. The fishing boat's now got the big end on board. So the fishing boat.
Little fishing boat.
No, the big fishing.
Big one.
Yeah, he
He
threw.
threw something down. I thought the one on the bigger one.
No, this
No,
is.
he threw it the other
They
way.
threw it the other way. So the motorboat's now coming out of it.
Another attacking.
That
Light winds.
then it turns on to follow.
mooring, we've got 2 anchors. We've got 3 anchors. We've got an anchor that's not attached to anything down there. We've got the stern anchor, which is 40 metres of chain and rope, which we'd use if we were going to anchor bows. Sorry. Going to anchor bows too. We've got the main anchor at the bow, which had a sticking. Actually, we had 40 wires in the buoy that I've cut out. Hopefully, that's now working 100%.
Right, what's the name of this one, Skipper?
This is Samothraki. Would you like to steer the boat straight in, please, Colin?
With nothing on it.
Correct.
Maybe nothing to tie up onto.
There's also there's one box with a pretty rusty looking sockets and so on. Motorboats moored to that very big deep sea fishing boat. Smaller fish.
Teeny mega. But we want smaller.
Micro?
In mega.
3 kilo.
Too much.
You're getting a good price for that.
Well, Skippers, I had rented a car for the day.
It's not a very difficult thing.
Where are we going, guys?
We're going.
Turning right.
Now, your job, Colin, is to the left is Athos. A bit worried about this red light being on for somebody who's not got.
You're going to use your handbrake fully off?
Well, possibly. It might be, that's off.
Yeah, but push it right down.
I have done.
Well, maybe I'm
This hire car we've got from someone we don't know, who don't know us, hasn't seen any documentation from us. He hasn't shown us any documentation, and we haven't got a receipt.
We have a car,
We got a car.
which is probably worth more than €30. Is anything coming?
But we're not sure whether he actually owns it, though, don't we?
Are all the doors and stuff properly shut?
Sleep smell.
The sanctuary to the great gods. We're about to go and see if we can find any great gods lurking around. Off we go!
Cafe bar, blah blah blah.
Where's
Gates.
the excavations over here?
There's obviously a wall here of some sort, central route through the sanctuary of that. Theatre circle. Sanctuary, choral dancers. Just carry on, head for the boys here for the moment.
I'm going round it. I'm just going to go round it.
You're going hopefully past this ferry port to port.
Yes. Well, once I'm round, I'll turn in.
He should, I hope.
I wish he'd go a bit faster. Just out the way.
We'll be gone harbour. And we've got the whole harbour.
This side's a bit greener, isn't it? And they've got
Behind us. He's going to go back and look again.
This is a lovely breeze that's come up though, isn't it?
Good place.
Yes.
We're in a lush looking up the hillside, isn't
Yes. Well, unfortunately, we couldn't stay here.
it? It was such a nice spot, wasn't it? So
Yes. We've got to move on. The Coast Guard wouldn't let us stay because of we haven't actually entered Turkey yet, have we?
We haven't. I really took photographs of the passport, took photographs of the. Yep. Jenny on your side, Mike.
Yep.
Well, here we are at sea at night.
We're off Cape Hanas.
Whereabouts are we?
Off Cape Hanas, the end of the Gallipoli Peninsula.
That's right, that's over this way somewhere, isn't it?
Behind you.
Yeah. And we're going to be sailing to well gone midnight tonight, aren't we?
Yep. Might be midnight up there. In there, there's a container with the flares.
Okay. And someone just cooked a wonderful meal, I understand.
And well done.
Off you, Red Bag. That lovely full moon.
We're at 10 metres now.
How many?
10.9.
That's okay, we'll stay on that bearing, on that side.
Okay.
Won't go any closer inshore.
Okay. Oh yes, you can just see all the...
Reflection of the moon on the sea. Mister. And that's what we've been tied up on all night, Skipper, yeah? We certainly haven't
Moved.
That's right. And what's over there, Skipper?
We got here about midnight, just before midnight.
It's now just
6:30. We've had the mosque call to prayers up there on the hillside there, and the sun's just coming up, and we're looking across at on the other side there at Henry's Point.
It's a memorial.
That's one of the
Well,
cookery.
we've arrived.
I remember cookery. I learned to say
The go-kart. We're sailing in cookery.
oh, well done you.
We're both British soldiers.
Oh, a long time ago. 50 years ago.
Well, we couldn't get any closer, could we? Well, we're now going out for the day on an organised tour around Gallipoli. Well, we're now on the ferry, Mike. You watch it, look out, are you?
Yes, we're on the ferry. Not another of a video of somebody taking a photo.
There'll be a lot of activity there today, I understand. What's going on, Sue?
There's a celebration celebrating the beginning of summer, except there's a lot of police and a fire engine, and our tour guide said there might be trouble, there might be demonstrations as well.
We're going to come back to this tonight, aren't we?
Yes, it's supposed to be going on all evening, maybe a concert.
You think English Channel? You think probably a ship?
So when did your tour of Europe begin? When you left, when you came from India?
So we left in Istanbul. And then we went to Cappadocia.
They came on this beach here as well, but because of the Turkish guns that Kabadtepe has banned, like there were some Turkish guns right on a point, and they were bombarding on the beach, so the hands are gone, that hands are covered. This was the intended landing beach. It was the easy one, but they made the mistake and they gone 1 mile away. Yes, like we're going to talk about this beach later on.
Getting off the bus. Someone had dropped.
From this place, we draw like this, and on the way up here, like we saw the high ground, Çanak Bayır, and then we just passed the intended landing beach, which is on that. The Turkish soldiers, when they finished their bullet, all their ammunitions, who not killed or wounded, they all start run away towards the Çanak Bayır to the highest point. And Liman von Sanders, the head commander of Turks, when he got this report, when the landing started, he thought like this might be the fake landing. Could be, and he didn't send any of our soldiers to this site. He waited all day in Gulf of Saros. That was the big mistake for him. From this point to other points, only 600 meters long. On first day, on 25th of April, almost 15,000 Anzac landed on this beach. 15,000 on first day. The Turk, like we had only 160 soldiers defending all this area. Those 160 Turks, like first 15 minutes, first half an hour, they were shooting onto the Anzac with the single-shot rifles. Like if you have seen some documentaries or some movies, they show that 160 Turks had the machine gun. They don't actually, they had only single-shot rifles. Like machine gun came later on with the other regiment actually. And when they saw thousands of men are coming to this side, they scared and they start moving back. Troops, food, water cans, like everything on this beach actually. And it just pass this one to one, please. Just cross it westward. He gone to Imros Island to visit Ian Hamilton to ask him to evacuate from the peninsula. They just want to leave on Thursday night. But Ian Hamilton said, capture the hill, so now take the trench to get safe. And they start on the first time, but in 4 months they couldn't capture the Çanak Bayır. And they had a new plan. They called August Offensive. According to the new plan, on 6th of August at 2:30 p.m. British and French soldiers will start attacking from the Cape Helles side, aiming deeply at the Turkish soldiers at Helles, on the southern part of the peninsula. At 5:30 in the afternoon, Australian soldiers start attacking from here. So your trenches were on that side of the cemetery, like where the trees are, and the Turkish trenches were just behind the memorial lake. They dug the tunnel under the Turkish trenches on 5 different lines. They put some dynamite in it, like when they exploded, the Turkish soldiers buried them alive in their trenches. Because the Turks, like when they dug the trenches on this side, they had pine logs on top of their trenches. They covered the trenches with the pine log because of the airplane. You know, it was the first time in history, like airplane used in a campaign. It's all caved in. And the Turkish trenches, like the front line of Turkish trenches, they're on this side of the road here, but after they constructed the road we can see it like they're all filled in actually. Second line of trench, just right behind the cemetery, right on that part. But if you please look at this side now, you can see the Anzac trenches. The Turks just right down here where we are, and the Anzac just right on that side. dig up the tunic wire on the highest point. They were on the straight line, and the Anzac trenches were zigzag to get the shelter in position. You know, if the Turks will throw the hand grenade on this side, they can run on over the 20 seconds. They get less damage to the trenches. These trenches were about 3 meters and 2 meters wider, but not just because, you know, these are all and they had more trench down on this side as well. You know, if they were losing the front line, like this is the communication line, now going to the second line. Everything must stay on the Turkish side as well, and they have different lines of technology. And they start digging these trenches on Thursday night, on 25th of April, and in the whole campaign, like they were digging all these trenches, goes almost all the way up to Çanakkale. Some filled in, some visible today, you know. One easy thing for them to dig the trenches, like in the first couple of weeks.
Bak yine aynı telefonları verelim.
Actually, that's the telephone number of the office, just written there. I think they have to now be from tonight.
We're on the ferry?
That's the email address, is it?
You can email to me as well, no problem.
Okay.
But you have to let us know from tonight because they have to arrange the bus.
Okay.
There's demonstrations everywhere.
Written all over in German over the side of the ship, you know, Summer Night's Dream, exclusive, mein Schiff. Excellent. Thank you. Do you want the proper coffee? Here, have you?
You got the kettle on, have you? Nice cup of coffee?
Nice cup of coffee.
No whiskey in it?
No whiskey in it. No drinking at sea.
How about you, Miss Helmsman?
I'm just about to make the coffee.
Good stuff.
He's the chef of the day.
Oh, right, okay. Is that Sue?
Kemer.
Kemer. We're now approaching Kemer. Well, we've found a lovely friendly little harbour. In fact, the fishermen have actually allowed us to tie up beside their boat, which I think is quite good.
Tonight. Yes, yes.
Sue's got a phrase book.
It's worked.
It works, yeah. Well, what have we got there, Skipper?
A cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
Yep.
From this gentleman. Oh, he's gone. Thank you. This gentleman here just gave it to us.
Biscuits.
And the skipper is fair exchanges, no robbery. He's now going to give them some of our biscuits.
Last night?
Yes, yes.
Yeah?
Very nice.
Very nice indeed. Were you born? Came here and obviously took over the houses of the Greeks, and probably were. But they've actually, quite interesting, I don't think they've actually occupied the Greek houses. So it seems to let them fall apart and all that sort of thing. Which is a bit sad actually. I suppose
very sad.
But I suppose they probably didn't have the rights to, as a consequence of excavation applications, ministry got them. Anyway, lots of people got involved.
This is obviously a big site, isn't it?
Well, I'll have to look in the morning. Parian excavations
In my normal state.
have become one of the most mentioned and most important excavations in Turkey in recent years due to its current situation. I've never heard of this before.
Never heard of it, no.
Since 2005, excavation and restoration works have been carried on the necropolis, the theatre, the Odeon, Roman bath, slope, structure, drill, the stores, Hellenistic tower, burial chambers and chapel of lovers, which is located outside the city.
The difference having that Jenny straight.
Yes, got a little bit of wind, haven't we? 17 knots.
17 knots of wind.
But sadly, it's a little bit overcast today, guys, and we've got our wetsuits on.
And it's in the wrong direction.
Oh, no. But it gives you a good chance to have a good sail, doesn't it? Well, we just pulled in this nice little harbour. As you can see, we're the only yacht here. Mind you, after saying that, I think I've only seen one yacht in a week since we've been here. 7 days. Have we ever seen one yet? Well, one yacht. Wow, now that's something special, isn't it?
He needs to get his bow line then. He's got his stern line fixed, he's got the bow line fixed. Got up or whatever it may not have done.
Just UTC, what time are we, if we go at now 6 o'clock, that's 4 o'clock,
Right, we'll go back and look at
4
that.
o'clock.
That's whatever time that is, that's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That's what you're concerned about here.
There's a bit of blue.
But what I'm showing you here, well, we're there. We're actually there at the moment, right?
Yeah.
What the important thing about it is if we can get up to the shore, we've got the wind coming off the shore.
Yeah, understood.
Well, it's now just gone 6 o'clock in the morning, and it looks a lovely day, but it's not going to be a lovely day today, is it, Michael?
No, it's not.
It's going to really start blowing up shortly. There's a reasonable sized ship we're just passing. Gee, you're all dressed up, Sue.
Well, I think it was probably about freezing this morning when I got
But
back.
you're in Turkey.
Well, even Turkey has winter, but it's still winter.
Do you know, we haven't seen, well, we've seen one yacht, haven't we?
Yeah, 3. It is actually warming up slightly. I might possibly take a layer off, but one needs to be cautious.
Hello.
It's remarkable. The north half of the island is composed of white marble and not little else, and the southern island half consists of granite and slate, and covered with pine. Nature's provided Marmara not only with an abundance of white marble, but also with a natural harbour, which the Greeks, the Romans, and the Byzantines took the marble around the Mediterranean. There's also near there lots of half-made statues that the craftsmen had not finished properly or found there were flaws in the marble.
Well, this is a nice little harbour we're coming into, Skipper.
It is.
You can see 2 yachts in there, you say? We'll now shortly be dropping the anchor and we'll be reversing in.
Take the ensign off.
Skipper's on the wheel. Sue's on the stern lines.
Get the ensign off, actually.
Do you want a hand with that?
Yeah.
I probably want you to jump ashore and come and take the line off Sue.
Okay, no problems. Let's turn the camera off there. Where are we, Mike?
We're in Porto Marmaris.
Porto Marmara, eh?
On the main port of Marmaris Island. Okay.
Well, we just arrived. Just tied up. We put the gangplank out for Sue to walk on. Skipper's organised all the electrics.
And water and Wi-Fi.
And the Wi-Fi as well, wow!
We hope.
We hope. Capturing the men at work. What are we doing, Mike?
We're looking for holes.
Oh, we've got this little hole on there, have we?
Yes, we've got a puncture.
Alright, okay. Here's the chef of the day, Sue.
Resting from her labours.
Prices of the marinas up here. I mean, this marina here is
you don't want to be there.
They've quoted 90 euros a night.
Which one?
Which is this one, that marina there. This one's quoted a lot less.
The West
Istanbul.
Because it's further away.
But I've also asked for.
Is it on the railway line to Istanbul? So
there's also there's buses and everything going back and forward. I mean, one of my sailor friends said we should go and moor here because you can get a ferry across up to here. It takes an hour. That's an hour's ferry journey. But of course, it's a hell of a long way across.
Yeah.
There's a possibility of marina around there.
Well, 6:30 in the morning, Skipper.
Yep, good lovely day, sun coming up. What more do you want? The wind.
Oh, here's a little bit of a gust coming through as well there. Anyhow. Good. That's the important. Okay, cup of tea for the helmet. Going now 22 knots. We've got the engine off, of course, and skipper's stabilisers. Is it shipping lane then, Skipper, yeah?
Sort of.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, it's the traffic going into the back sea, having come through the line. Half a mile.
We're going to cross that in a minute. Well, shortly, yeah?
You're going to look left, look right, look left again, and then proceed.
Is it the busiest in the world?
I don't know. They claim it is, or one of the busiest, but I'm not sure it is the busiest. No, I thought Dover Straits was probably busier.
Yeah.
Up a bit, please, Colin, rather than
okay.
outside the island, putting it inside the island.
There's a damn big rock there, Mike, yeah?
That was it. Yep.
Yeah. Well, we're having a nice sail. Not too windy at the moment, is it? What's the speed there, Mike?
It's 12, 13 knots.
Oh, hello. Let's get back into the wind.
Shinari was the place one.
Sailing now, Mr. Helmsman. Skipper's happy.
Got a magnetic island.
We've got the mainsail out as well. What's it on? What's it on? 2 reefs, Skipper?
2 reefs from the main. Wind's blowing 20 knots. Gusting 24.
Gusting 24, eh?
Yeah. More than the forecast. Don't tell it, that's much better for the press. The press want a high speed.
Now this is getting exciting. Across the shipping lanes. And we're really sailing. Gusting 24 knots at times. Now have Sue on the wheel, and them ships are getting closer. Are we on a collision course, Sue?
We are.
All right.
Question whether we go behind, we'll go behind them anyway, but question whether we beat the others.
Going off. We're into very deep water now. Over 100 metres deep. Sue's getting a bit worried about this one.
You see the whites of my eyes.
And there it is over here. Well, we missed that one steaming down on the, Skipper.
Yep, there's another one over. That one's passing the stern of us. There's another one over to starboard quarter. Not sure what that's doing yet.
How's the helmsman doing? Helms lady, sorry.
Very comfortable. The waves are diminishing a bit because we're getting into the shelter of Europe, having left Asia behind.
Yeah. And I can see a ship going by behind you.
It's a big cruise ship. Would you rather be on it, Colin?
Nice cruise ship, yeah.
Nice comfortable cruise ship, hot showers, sun deck, swimming pool. Perhaps Carol's on it, waving.
Yeah.
She jumped on. After you left, she jumped on the cruise ship and I'll wave as they cross.
Now this is what a good helmsman does. He slowly rocks the crew asleep.
Tekirdağ.
Oh, that's where we are.
We're in Tekirdağ.
And we've tied up against this fishing boat because there's no more room left in the harbour.
Right.
Be with you in a minute, mate. Looks a lively little place.
Okay.
We're now going to blow up. I'll put some air in the dinghy.
Come on, pump.
Off. I'm the pumper, eh? Alright, let's turn this off. Oh, here's where we're tied up. All the fishermen are all at work. Looking for a restaurant with Wi-Fi, eh? I tell you, there's a few right along here, isn't there? That's my towel. Skipper's boat, white lady. Fishing boats. And there's all the restaurants. Skipper's chef today. And this is the starter.
Yeah.
It's just the starter.
That's the starter.
And what a lovely view we got as well.
Actually, in a way, with the screen there, we're absolutely private.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Oops, missed the main meal. But there it is, it's all gone. Gorgeous, wasn't it?
That was the spot where I've been to. Well, you and I finished our plates time, so I can take them away. The other two haven't got yet, so I can't really finish. Can't serve course 3 until these plates are empty.
How many times a day is that, Mike?
Biscuits and cheese.
3 times a day.
3 times a day?
It's more than 3 times a day.
4 times a day.
It was once 4 o'clock this morning, then about 5:30. That was this morning. When I got this, I mean, it must happen during the lunchtime, midday sometime.
Tea time, I've heard it.
What a welcome sight. Lovely warming sun. Down here.
Here we are, the press has arrived already. Into the champagne before they go off the shore again to eat the canaps and the salmon.
Don't you believe me? Hi, Sue.
Good morning, beautiful.
G'day, Sue. And there's a shot of me.
Why not? Some story that's being gathered.
Did you get it then? Well, I'm videoing, but there's no more dolphins.
Crevet.
Story time, is it?
No, it isn't story time. I'm not going to give you any stories for your videos.
Oh,
anyway, and we also had a problem that the fan belts had gone on this big 55-foot Nicholson.
It is story time.
No.
And get our solar panel to face the sun.
Well, we're sailing well now, guys. Silvidi, is it? Or?
Not sure. Is the answer.
We've been sailing for 12 hours, haven't we? 5:30 we left this morning. It's now nearly 6 o'clock at night. We've had false 7s, gusting false 8s at times. Really windy, but nice and sunny.
Not very warm.
Not very warm. No, that's all right.
Here. It doesn't.
Oh, just here, yeah.
Yeah, it's American yacht there.
Oh, there it is. Gosh.
That's the one you just speak to on the VHF, yeah?
Yeah. See if we can find something else. We could possibly go behind the freight, behind the
Sort of standing, having a look, I can't see.
Oh, find a spot to tie up against this wall. Our new American friends helped us. We can have a drink with them in a minute. Well, here come our American friends. Tim, I'm known as a movie.
This is on the internet.
Right, Charles. Pelin. I got that right, didn't I? And Tim.
Let's have a Turkish Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
Love it in Florida. Been there so many times, unreal.
My father was the leader of Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Took one of the largest cruises there, many.
Delivery.
Yes.
Tim's the only one standing up.
Oh no.
We were 7 minutes late. I'm sorry.
My ringtone is a bugle call.
Oh, of course. Anything above cost, just like you
But
do.
maybe the cost's a bit higher.
And then we're going to say, hey, you know, we're going to say, what would it take?
Do you want a beer?
Brilliant.
Turkish harbours and everything else.
Effies.
No,
This
you
guy-
cannot drink beer after wine.
And this guy is here at the moment, apparently. I'm told he's somewhere in the Sea of Marmara, and he's updating this book. This book is useful. Turkish waters and Cyprus.
Limited.
It's useful. It's not accurate. It's useful. But it,
Certainly not accurate.
as all these things are.
It's good as a to knock someone over the head.
Good as far as it goes.
It's a song, Sue. Come on.
Give us some music, and you can't stop Sue singing. She's wonderful. Colin's very good too.
Oh yeah. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, nearly reach the sky. They're like my dreams, they fade and die.
No more.
Look at that red sky. Shepherd's no, is that? Oh, that's Shepherd's Delight, isn't it?
Red Sky Monsanto's Ward.
Sailor's Delight.
Anyway,
This is on the internet, too. I can't even see a damn thing with the camera.
I know. Oh, sorry.
It's our American friend's boat. The skipper's behind it.
Typical Colin.
You take the photo of me, take the photo, are you? This looks quite a nice little place, doesn't it?
It does. Yep.
Lots of restaurants over there.
Yeah.
It's a coincidence. It's chef. I'm the chef of the day. We go to the restaurant, isn't it?
Amazing.
It's amazing. Do you know what? I really don't know what's happening to our generation.
Well, just
No conversation.
You've actually got two, Mike. Look.
yes. If that's work and this is play.
All delicately prepared by the chef of the day, who just so happens to be
Yours truly.
And of course, that wasn't my idea to be on the table, Carol. Well, what we got here, guys?
Is it just a starter?
A nice Turkish restaurant. This is just a starter, is it?
Yep.
Well, up to us.
Well, what we got now?
Well, no, do you want some of this?
No, I'm doing quite okay here actually.
No, that's fine.
So, the Moody's restaurant, same as the skipper's boat. He's got a Moody. Who you're calling, Mike? Ingrid, is it?
Hello there, darling. I'm being videoed by Colin. Phoning you. We've just had a lovely meal.
Well, it's now 5 o'clock in the morning. Up nice and early for our last leg of our journey to Istanbul. You can probably hear all the mullahs all singing, the dogs barking. Well, I think the rest of the crew are just all getting together now. We'll be setting sail in a minute. We got up early because we want to get the favourable winds. Well, we're underway now, Mike. Just after 5 o'clock.
Are nav lights on?
And nav lights, yeah. Still dark, as you can see. But the sun will be coming up for sure very shortly. Well, the journey's up. Now the main's going up.
Yes, I might get the reef as well.
See the sun will be over. Well, mind you, it'll be a couple of hours before that sun comes up. See the sky, it's getting a little bit red. Whoa, really exciting now. Jumped overboard, are they? That sun's going to be up in a minute, Mike. Well, I said a minute, probably another 15 minutes, yeah?
Yep, another 15-20 minutes. But we're hardy creatures, aren't we? Up before dawn, as the museum calls.
Well, it is the sun. Well, the sun's up now, Mike.
Yep. And it's a breezy day.
Mike, we expecting that to change very shortly, haven't we?
Yep, we had to put it to reefs. The wind's gone down now.
Well, now we're approaching Istanbul. It's getting very highly populated. How many million live here, Sue?
I think about 14.
14 million.
Yep. Very densely populated.
Oh, you can see we're at Istanbul. All these ships. Well, we're under motor now. Although we've got the mainsail up, there's no wind. There, Istanbul. Big container. Well, this is the final harbour for my leg of the journey.
This may be the final harbour, we're not in yet.
Tango Foxtrot Victor Tango. Tango Foxtrot Victor Tango. Venus NS 150. Venus NS 150. This is sector Gallipoli, VHF channel 1116. Transition over.
Anchored off in the middle of it.
Not much of a fishing harbour.
Certainly not. That's getting there.
Well, I thought this was going to be my final departure of this leg of the journey, but we couldn't get in this marina. Well, it's a harbour actually, it's not a marina, it's a fishing harbour. Nice beach. So we're going to go to a proper marina. Right, that's the marina, that's the harbour we just left. And we're now going to see, look at that. There's a lot of population here in Istanbul. Big city, isn't it? Oh, we're off to somewhere special now, are we, Skipper?
We are. We're going to the 5 Anchors awarded yachting centre of Atakoy Marina. One of the top marinas in
It's quite cheap there though, I understand, is it?
Well, compared to Cowes it might be, but it's only a mere,
Don't think it is.
I think 76 euros a night is what we're expecting.
Is that right?
This is where they might stop smelling.
But I might see if I can negotiate a discount.
You can try.
It's pleasing to know there's a shower there.
Showers and toilets.
How many showers did you say?
And to get a massage as well.
I'm not sure about the massage, but I'm
do
not
with
fine
the
with the bloody.
Yeah.
9 is the management office. 9 is management office and 1 is office. Management office.
Is our helmsman working hard on the wheel?
Pontoon G. Pontoon G. So that must be there you are. There's a picture for your film. That's where we're going to come in there. There's the showers and toilets around there. A swimming pool up here. There's a swimming pool. And then the management office somewhere around the centre.
Yeah, it looks a lovely marina.
Or are they?
Sorry?
Are they fingers, or do you pick up a buoy?
No, I don't know yet. I've probably laid lines, I suspect.
Yes, it's quite incredible how many ships are here.
Well, somebody was saying it's so deep there they can't anchor, so they're all just drifting around.
They just drift.
But I think they are anchored. These ones are certainly anchored. They're all lying to the wind.
And the camera.
Gosh, look at that town.
The ships.
You're looking up towards the gold.
Are we going to get in here?
You mean, is the entrance wide enough for us?
Oh, don't. Oh, it's a lovely boats in here, isn't there?
Right, I shall call them up now.
The pilot team for your boarding, please stand by, I will call you back. Wednesday, this is Atakoy Marina.
Probably going to tell us to go back. Remind him about his 5 stars.
Please wait for pilot boat. Please wait for pilot boat. They will help you for boarding. Please wait and stand by.
At 5 bloody stars to get us in. Oh God, it's down there, isn't it?
Do you know, wherever we go, we hear all this.
At least a 4-7. Oh, sorry.
Well, we've been sailing since, what time? Is it 5 o'clock this morning?
5:30. I think it's
5:30.
What? I've only had one slice.
It's
There are
now
about 10 slices there.
I've only had
nearly
one slice.
1:30.
Where's the plate?
And the first thing we do
I can't believe it.
is
No,
have
you've
our
not.
Diet
It's
Coke.
tiny. Where's the paper?
All worked out now, are we? We know where we're going?
And how do we know where it goes? Let's go to that side. Got the numbers.
We all got maps of the river. We also have the silver.
Yeah, this is where that's the soda strike.
This must be the Gallipoli. This must be the Gallipoli.
Yeah, let's go.
First one, the bridge. It's Asia. You're looking across at Asia there, and then the bridge linking Asia and Europe takes you up to the Bosphorus, which then goes into the Black Sea. And in fact, you can see one of the forts that was built by the Sultan when he put Muhammad before he captured Istanbul.
You'll be sailing up there soon, won't you?
We'll be sailing up there next Saturday, hopefully.
Motoring hard, I think.
Motoring hard.
Colin.
And that's where I'll be on that ship over there, will I?
Well, you could be. But we've got to basically we motor up the left-hand side here, and we may cross over after the second bridge, I gather.
I think a lot of people have done that a couple of times.
We walk over up the hill.
What is this?
We're coming.
That's university.
Oh, that's the university.
This is top carpet and everything. And there's the Sophia's spot.
And then tomorrow, everything this side.
Is that the...
Very back.
And we can take a bus on the other side, on the other side of the road.
What Mike is suggesting.
I think I can seriously see why there's over 14 million people living here.
The main palace.
Around there. Oh,
That's the palace here.
must be about here. Is that the archaeological museum there?
So but we're near the entrance. So if we carry on, then
well, we've got to come back the same way because we want to go to these two buildings. But
We're going past an ice cream store.
I hope you're recording this, Colin. I'd like you to play this back to me again. You know, sing it yourself, but in a slightly.
Hello.
Presumably these round discs all say Alla is great or something.
Carol, you would just love it here.
You'd never get her out of here. We lost somebody.
yes.
Be careful. Got work.
So what have we got tonight, Sue?
Secret surprise.
Ah, right. So that means it's a bit of everything, is it?
It was left over.
Good stuff.
On the other side, there is no charge.
Oh,
for the mooring. Yeah, in the harbour.
We didn't pay for the mooring. We didn't pay for the mooring. We paid for water and electricity.
We paid 50 for the whole package. The whole package.
But do they charge for?
For how long?
This is not
one
so
night.
nice.
For 1 night 50 euro.
And the bus back, and the bus conductor wouldn't take any money.
Because that was a municipal bus. They don't charge the public. There's a public transportation in
But
there.
other people were other people were paying, weren't
Okay,
they? Other
right.
people were paying on that
I don't
bus.
know this.
Not very much.
And
but
actually, I'm working in a
so
team
nice.
to develop next morning.
This is the one I took from,
Yeah,
which
the last
is
one.
this one here, which is this one.
Yeah.
And that's the one I use to check out on Saturday morning.
Correct.
When I go, first of all, to the customs.
We're all getting ready to go out on the town. Is that right, Sue?
it is.
And we've just had a wonderful man visit us.
We have. Look, Colin, you drank all that. Carol, he drank all that.
Don't worry, I'll
we
cut
had
it out.
nothing left
I'll
over.
cut it out,
And it's
Skipper.
on his EFES beer now.
You didn't actually have to say. I drank 2/3 of it probably.
Any words to say about the visit this afternoon? That
Well,
nice man?
It's very useful.
It's been a very frustrating day trying to sort out all the paperwork, but having said all that, I think we're not far away from doing it all. And the weather's now turned to be very pleasant. The wind is now southwesterly rather than northeasterly, and everything is rather pleasant. And Mike's looking happy and relaxed, and Wendy, Sue's looking gorgeous and delicious. I was told to say that.
Yeah.
No, she's looking very smart. She scrubs up very well.
Thank you, Mike. She'd be even more scrubbed up if she could find
Mike, you on the phone again?
Colin is now videoing me. And he's offering some sort of commentary.
Wow, what we got here? I tell you what, it looks very strange under this this light. Must be this heater. Wow, Mexican, is it?
Mexican steak.
And the skipper's waiting for his.
Yes. Probably anybody who's got food left over.
I'm not sure why yours is taking longer.
And we've actually got beer as well, haven't we? And wine. Well, I think I'm on the right bus. Don't ever complain about queues again.
Is upright and your tray table is sewed. Before you take off, we strongly recommend that you take a moment to read the safety card, which is in your seat pocket or on the back of the seat in front of you. So the price position.
This train is the southern service to London Bridge. We are now approaching New Cross Gate.